on the penthouse sound. We'll see this one. Sorry? Depth. In depth. Good morning, everybody. My name is Keaton Jack, and this is the Freshmen RadioHeads with WHIT Radio.org of High-Tech High School, Hudson County Schools of Technology. Today on my show here, I have Jason Morell, Andrew Kwok, Javier Crespo, Robert Carrera, and Ulysses. And today we're just going to give you a quick rundown. Going to have some good discussions for you guys. Talk a lot about sports mainly. So first we're going to have Ulysses up against with the recent game between the Lakers and the Spurs. Ulysses, can you tell us about that?
All right. The Lakers have been ravaged by injuries through the season and into the playoffs. Los Angeles' starting lineup featured Darius Morris, Andrew Goodlock, and Earl Clark with Pau Gasol and Dwight Howard. The Spurs are without Thiago Splitter. The Lakers made only 3-point field goals and have turned the ball over 15 times and are down 18 points to San Antonio. To put it into perspective, the Lakers have as many turnovers as they do field goals.
Yeah, but the Lakers also don't have Kobe Bryant, so how do you feel about that?
Exactly. So without Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, Steve Blake, Metta World Peace, and Jody Meeks, the Lakers are down to the bottom of their depth chart. Morris and Goodlock, the Lakers' starting backcourt, combined for only 6 points. And Clark, starting in place of World Peace, scored only 4 points with 3 rebounds. With the Lakers down big at halftime, the Lakers do not look like a team that can overcome losing 3 out of their 5 starters, along with 2 key bench players.
So do you think that Dwight Howard will eventually become a player that can carry the Lakers?
No, I think their main go-to guy is Kobe, and without Kobe, I believe the Lakers are a mediocre team.
That's true. Well, thank you, Ulysses. And now we're going to have Robert Carrera give us a little info on soccer. Robert?
Thank you, Keaton. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about the UEFA Champions League. Like I said last week, Barcelona played Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich won 4-0. Real Madrid also played with Borussia Dortmund. That's 4-1. And this week we actually have 2 games. Tomorrow's going to be Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and on Wednesday is going to be Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund. And right now, as the statistics go, Ronaldo is the top leading scorer for 12 goals. That's only for the UEFA Champions League. He had 52 attempts on target. And Barcelona also has some of the top statistics with Xavi Hernandez as 1,238 passes. And in total, the whole entire team, Barcelona, has 8,661 passes.
Wow. Well, as the NBA playoffs come to a conclusion soon enough, the rising question for the most valuable player in the NBA still stands. So we'll have Javier Crespo, and I'm going to ask you first, who do you think will win the title of MVP for the 2013 season of the NBA?
It's a highly debated topic, but hands down, when you look at it stat for stat, LeBron James takes the cake. 27 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. This guy, hands down, is a 6'8", 6'8" point guard. And, you know, his body is just, you can't stop a man like that. He drives to the lane, no one can stop him. He passes it out. LeBron James, hands down.
Well, this is one of LeBron's best seasons, but I'm going to have to give it to my man Durant. I mean, Durant has played tremendously with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I feel that it might be a turn of events. Yes, LeBron is ranked number 1. Durant's following him number 2. How do you feel, Skippy, about that?
It's like too much. And I think Melo deserves a chance to win the MVP because he's won the scoring title already. But in fact, last year, Durant has won the scoring title, but LeBron was named MVP.
Well, it's taken more than just scoring, you know. As a player yourself, it's more than just scoring on a basketball team.
Scoring more points is kind of selfish.
Yeah.
Without assisting.
But a big thing about LeBron's game is that he's such a good facilitator, such a good assist. Like, you see how many points he has, but he's also got 8 assists. So he nearly averages a double-double in points and assists night in, night out. And he's not a point guard. That's why he's the number one player in the NBA right now. It's good.
That is true. LeBron did start to pick up more assists as he left the Cavs. Now that he's on the Miami Heat, Robert and Ulysses, you guys have any thoughts about this question? Who you think might win MVP?
I think LeBron's gonna win it because, I mean, he's a really good player. He could play any position, point guard, power forward. Doesn't matter. He's just a really good player.
No, contradicting that, I think Kevin Durant's gonna win. He's just you can't stop him.
Oh, wait. The Heat have won 66 games this year.
But most valuable wise, I think it's between Melo and Durant because you see the Heat without LeBron, they're still a top 10 team.
That's true.
They're not a 1 or 2 player team. Like you see, they play without Bosh, they play without Wade, they play without LeBron, and they still win. So you see, when it comes to who's a more valuable player to their team, it has to be either Durant or Melo.
I understand that argument, but take into consideration, all right, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, great players like Shane Battier, Ray Allen. LeBron James averages 27 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds on a star-studded team. This guy he's a man among boys, and he deserves to be MVP.
That's true. All right, well, since we're talking about the best NBA player who might win the MVP title, let's get you guys' opinion on who's your favorite basketball player of all time. Jason?
Mine personally, Larry Legend himself. Larry Bird, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most clutch players of all time. Can make a shot from just about anywhere. Him, Danny Ainge, and Kevin McHale formed what people still consider one of the greatest teams of all time. And really no one could stop them except Magic Johnson and the Lakers, which most people would agree he's another top 5, most people's top 3 player of all time.
Andrew, who's your favorite player in the NBA?
In the past?
In the NBA, who's your favorite player?
Well, I like Michael Jordan. Even before I was born.
Oh, okay.
Because he won 6 NBA rings. Wait, did he ever won the MVP?
Yes, he did.
How many times?
How many times? Anybody know?
It was
3 times? 3 or 2 times,
3.
okay.
I guess he deserves to be a best player. A lot of people liked him. He's a good role model. On the court and off the court.
That is true. Javier, who's your favorite player?
Well, all time, first name that pops into most people's head is Michael Jordan, understandably. But when you look at underrated, he's an animal. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Listen, this guy came into a team with Magic Johnson, and he put up ridiculous numbers. Career-wise, he shot 55% from the field. Almost unheard of. You know, this guy, underrated, could go top 5 all time. I think he's the best, hands down.
Ulysses, who's your favorite player in the NBA?
The Dr. Julius Erving. He was basically the Michael Jordan of his time. He had more highlight plays than anyone in the NBA. He was an amazing dunker, scorer. You know, he was just an incredible player all around. And I also like Tracy McGrady. Everyone knows him for scoring 13 points in only 35 seconds. That was amazing. And he's also a very good scorer. And he dunked, I believe, on... Actually, I don't remember. But I know he dunked on someone. It was a crazy dunk. It was incredible. And I also like, Kareem. Yeah, I agree with Javier. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is an amazing player. Without Kareem, the Lakers would be an all-right team. Kareem was just amazing. He would score like crazy. And I also like Shaq. He was really a dominant force in the NBA, and you know he deserves a lot of recognition. And I'm glad his jersey was retired. He deserves it.
Yeah, I know I'm a youngin', but a lot of people don't know that Dr. J actually started that whole foul line dunk. It wasn't Jordan who did it first. I mean, personally, my favorite player is Michael Jordan because, just the way he played, there was just a certain quality he had that no one at that time or probably no one in this time will ever just achieve the way he played. He revolutionized the game. what you see in modern basketball is what Jordan did in his time. And, I mean, the points this guy put up is amazing, especially for the fact that he was a guard and he was, I mean, a 6'8" monster. You know, people try to compare him and LeBron or him and Kobe, but I mean, Jordan had such less time to play. Kobe came straight out of high school. LeBron came straight out of high school. Jordan, he came out of college. So, and not only that, but he took a break to play another sport, and then he came back.
That's true.
So, I mean, even when, you know, Jordan got older, a lot of people remember this when
let's not forget about the Wizard years.
Yeah.
And he was still putting up 20 points a game at like nearly 40 years old.
The famous All-Star game.
Even
Michael Jordan.
Even Allen Iverson during the All-Star game, you might remember Iverson did cross Jordan, but Iverson admitted himself that was the best move he could have pulled on someone like Jordan, and he almost still blocked it. If you watch the highlights, shows how much of an amazing player Jordan actually was. And finally, Robert, who's your favorite player? Let's see what you have to say.
Yeah, I have to agree on Javier with this. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was amazing.
Okay.
That's really all I have to say.
Yeah.
The next question we have is, who do you think is a sleeper team in the MLB right now? Javier, you first.
All right, so last year, the Oakland Athletics made a huge rally on the Texas Rangers and took the AL West. I still think they're underrated for the simple fact that nobody really knows who's on the team. Headlining it is Yoenis Cespedes, star outfielder, recent Cuban defector. This guy's an all-star. But nobody really knows the guys on the roster. I'll just pull out some stats real quick. 138 runs this year. They're in first. The 10th batting average. The 3rd on-base percentage and 7th slugging percentage. This team is a team of young guys with some veterans that are still putting up big numbers, and that's why I think they're still honestly, I think they're World Series favorites and they're big sleepers.
All right, Jason, let's turn the conversation your way. How do you feel about that topic, that question?
I agree with Javier to the fullest. If I could add my 2 cents, I think another team that's sleeper team that people are really sleeping on right now is the Yankees. Like, they're really banged up. They're really old, but they're really just grizzled veterans who just missing a lot of people. Curtis Granderson, Mark Teixeira, Derek Jeter, you know, Mariano's just coming back off an ACL. Andy Pettit, everyone on the Yankees seems like they're injured. Even the general manager, he has a broken leg, went skydiving, had an accident. So the Yankees, they're just walking around battered, and they're still second place in the AL East, only to really the best team in the MLB right now, the Boston Red Sox. So I really think they're being slept on this year.
Yes, I agree too, Jason.
All right, well, it was great having you guys on the air. Once again, I'm the host. My name is Keaton Jack. Today we had on the show Jason Morel, Andrew Kwok, Javier Crespo, Ulysses, and Robert Carrera. And this is the Freshman RadioHeads with WHIT Radio. Today we had some interesting questions. Who's going to win MVP? MLB sleeper team. We had soccer, the Lakers and the Spurs. We had who's our favorite basketball player. So till next time, you guys, WHITradio.org.
Okay, bye.
Kareem Abdul.